for the past 6 years. And then when you going to get your dinner, you hear Skype go off, and you hear the phrase, I guess time got away from us. Got away from us.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. So, it's dinner time.
Oh, shit.
I mean, I'm not going to not eat this steak.
Well, yeah, I mean, that seems fair. Like, I would not expect you to not eat it.
I just won't talk around my food. How about that?
Well, hey.
I have some class. Not a lot.
Yeah.
I can't prove any of them.
I was talking with Skylar the other day about podcasts. He was like, hey, can you help me? I'm trying to stream, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, well, what are you trying to do better or different? And it seems like he kind of doesn't really know where to go. And I was like, just watch podcasts, watch streamers. That's really, you're going to learn more from that than me just telling you things.
Yeah.
And he was like, well, I've got this soundboard app. And I'm like, hold up. What is this?
Tell me about it.
Yeah. So I gotta remember to write it down because we were driving. But there's an app or program that you can get that's like a virtual soundboard, and you just program sounds in and use your keypad to play the sounds. I'm like, fuck, I need that. So
you can do that a little bit just on Discord. You can just have a soundboard on your audio channel.
I knew that, but where we record and use Skype, this would be able to play through Skype. And there was another program that he told me that he uses for the recording. So,
Go Ducks.
Go Ducks. I'll get that figured out, and then...
Was it Audacity? Audacity.
Could have been. I don't remember.
Audacity is what I used when we were audio only.
Gotcha. But I'll get it figured out.
Audacity is pretty solid, all things considered.
Yeah.
It's also freeware, which makes it really nice.
Yeah, both the things he told me about were free, so I feel like it was like OSB or OSP, but I think OSP is Oregon State Police, so that's probably not it.
No, he's talking about different things for Steam for the computer. So
right.
I've done a little bit of this. So essentially what he'll end up doing is he'll have two screens, and on one screen, usually this one, you'll have all your diagnostics and shit running in the background.
Mm-hmm.
Like this is control. It's got your panel for your recording and everything. And what's going on your second screen is your play screen, and you just screen capture that entire screen.
Yeah.
And then you put that up, and then you put a layer of yourself, ideally with a green screen there or whatever. If you've got a full square, put that in the corner. One thing I did until it got illegal is I would have my Spotify playing.
Yeah.
And then I would just isolate the play button where it had the name of the song and who was playing it, and I would have that down in the corner.
Yeah.
And then I had like a phrase like, taking requests, good requests, and then I had my little logo in the upper left-hand corner for taking the charge, I think is what I called it.
Yeah. I know with Twitch, Twitch has all that integrated into their program. Like you can
It does now, yeah.
Yeah, and you move your stuff wherever you want. Because I was messing with that for a while when I was like, okay, I'm gonna stream on the computer, and then my PC that I have isn't quite up to speed for playing Call of Duty, and yeah, but
the hardest part.
Get an Xbox next week, so
there you go.
Yeah.
Honestly, the hardest part about streaming is talking to no one for 3 hours.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that.
It's like when I started, it was cool. Like Bailey would jump on every once in a while.
Yeah.
But after a while, you get on there and you've been on for 2 hours and you've had like one viewer who didn't say anything the entire time.
Yeah.
But when they came in, you're like, hey, man, oh, yeah, cool, great. Somebody's watching. Cool, yeah. and then you like talk for a minute, and then they leave, and you're like, all right, 3rd and 4.
Well, I want to do DMZ stuff because I know that they get a lot of views because nobody's doing it anymore now.
Why not? Because it got too sweaty?
No, it's changed. Like, you used to do missions and that sort of stuff. Now it's just PvP.
Yeah.
But
It doesn't sound fun to me.
But I only play it when I've got someone else to play with. So I'll just get Destructagon on there, or Bullet Sponge, or both, or whatever, and we'll just play that way.
And then, I mean, even still, if you guys are running a 2-pack, Shakur, like you can, someone can be on the stream like, hey, I'm gonna jump in.
Yeah, exactly.
Make friends.
Yeah.
Yeah. Once you get that that there Xbox, let me know and I'll get this Dynasty set up
next week. Dave, if you don't want to spend $500 on your Xbox, you can buy it on Amazon and make 5 $100 payments. I was looking at it earlier. I was like, oh shit. Yeah.
Just thinking about it.
And you get a new controller.
Yeah. Comes with the new controller.
That's 2 birds.
And
one
then
stone.
That's a $60 value. So how much are you paying?
Suppressor and pistol on layaway as well.
Okay. No. Okay. Well, don't.
No, it was funny because I was at work. Smith & Wesson came out with a new pistol.
Oh yeah.
And I was just like, and it's 300. It's gonna be like 300 something bucks. And I was like, oh man, this is awesome. I like this. I really want it. And then I'm like, you just said you weren't gonna spend money on an Xbox, so you're not gonna spend money on this pistol.
See, now he's got reverse Xbox pressure.
Yeah.
Because he's like, I can't spend money on a gun because these guys are gonna make fun of me. Godex. Thought I heard a can, but I didn't.
No, I mean, fork.
It is a caliber I don't own, but also I don't need it. I don't need it. So, but then
need most of them.
Right.
But I didn't have one chambered in 357.
No, that was the first one I had. And then the same day, the suppressor that I know I want to get because it's going to be good for my 9mm, my Stryball, my 5.56, and my pistols. It came back into stock, and they're just like, "Hey, you're going to get one here soon." And I'm like, "Shit, no, I don't need this."
But if you do the payments, I mean,
it's just like layaway.
Yeah, literally, and except for you get it now instead of having to wait until
it's like Rent-A-Center.
And imagine what are they going to do if you don't pay?
And
send the Amazon police after you?
It's got no interest on it.
But there's high interest in you having
right. I was going to say, now I have lots of interest.
Exactly.
It's like I usually buy tickets when I buy tickets for the family to duck games. I always use I think it's Affirm is what I use.
Yeah.
Or no, it's Klarna. Klarna let me do it. And I did the same thing with my duck shoes. Yeah, it was $100, but it was $25 every 2 weeks.
Yep.
And I don't miss $25 every 2 weeks.
Right.
Right. Oh, it's funny because you say Affirm, and I know what it is, but for some reason I've used it before, but I always call it Affirm. Like, it's not called Affirm, but
yeah, look at that there.
Ooh.
90 doll hairs. That's the 50 or the refurbished one. If you want one that's brand new, it's $100 a month instead of 90.
$10.
Yeah.
Actually, I gotta take a piss.
Why don't you take a piss?
Yep. Oh, and you also will see. I am cosplaying as Robin today.
I noticed that. I was like, that was my shirt.
This was your shirt. I'm wearing the Oregon Duck slides and a pair of Oregon Duck shorts, and I'm like, hey, I'm cosplaying as Robin today.
I like it.
Oh, almost shit myself. All right.
I wanted to wear my duck shoes the other day.
Yeah.
Because they're super fucking comfortable. I was like, okay, well, if I'm going to wear green and yellow shoes, I got to wear green and yellow clothes.
Yeah.
Then I realized by the time I was done getting dressed, everything I was wearing was Oregon. I was like, well, this is happening.
I do that most days, as you can see.
I went monochrome today, except for my shoes. I had my highlighter shoes on.
Yeah. It's tough for me to do a single color. Like I have to almost always wear shorts that are a different color than my shirt.
Well, when
My
I say
shoes
monochrome,
shirt match.
like my pants were black, and I was
Yeah.
wearing this dark gray shirt with a black logo on it.
Yeah. But see, gray and black, like you can do that. I did yesterday. Gray
White on dark.
shorts. I wore white shoes though, just because it's pretty much the same.
Because white shoes are cool, no matter what anybody says.
Yeah.
Look, all these, white shoes are for nerds. Go fuck yourself. White shoes are sick. You just don't like them because you can't keep them clean, you bum.
Mm-hmm. They are tough to keep clean. That's why leather ones were the best, because they would stay clean the longest.
Yep. I mean, I look over at my cadre of superstars. I've got a suede pair, but most of them are hard leather outers.
Yeah.
And I take a toothbrush to them and they're clean.
Yep. The pair that I like to wear the most, though, they're all fabric, and they get dirty super fast, especially living on a dirt road. Just walking in the car.
Hey, you guys sold my chorus for fuck that bitch, I hate that I miss that dog.
Yeah, I saw it, but I was waiting for Dave to say something, and Dave didn't say something. I was like, it's definitely more for him.
Well, it's for both of y'all.
It's his song, though.
Oh, I'm going to be the one who writes it. Let's be honest.
Probably. He needs to start doing that, though. He doesn't do any.
Yeah. That's what I can relate to that.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, I'm doing shit, and I want to do all this shit now.
Uh-huh.
I want to do everything. Like I said, I've been provoked into action. And the last time I felt this way was when I decided I was going to be a writer.
So now you're a writer.
Well, I sure am.
So yeah.
All without a high school education. Imagine that.
Right? Yeah. No high school diploma. I mean, God, it's so stupid. They didn't ask if you graduated elementary school.
Right.
You gonna prove that?
Do I have to prove that I understand the basics of arithmetic?
Or English?
I mean, there should be a situation where it's like, just talk to me for 5 minutes.
Right. I mean, that would make the most sense.
You know, it goes back to a joke I heard by, oh God, the blind guy on the Eric Andre show, Hannibal Buress. He's talking. I totally lost my train of thought. The steak is delicious. What was I just saying?
The blind guy on Hannibal Buress, or on Eric Andre show.
Before that.
Graduating elementary. Basic talking to somebody.
Oh yeah, he was talking about being a doorman. He says it's the easiest job in the world. You don't even have to check an ID. You just talk to somebody for 30 seconds.
Right.
It's like somebody, hey man, how you doing? Good. How are you? Come on in. It's like, did you check his ID? No, that guy's like 30.
Yeah. Yeah, it's stupid.
I had what was considered, I found out later, a young black man, old black man interaction.
What do you mean?
Well, I said something
to
one of my neighbors, and I can explain it on the show. I later found out on the internet that what I did was a regular, almost verbatim, word for word interaction between an OG and a young blood.
Ah. Well, that'll happen.
Yeah.
Herpes?
No.
Not to me.
No, Dave, buy your Xbox.
Buy your Xbox. If you show up to tailgate and you haven't purchased an Xbox, we all get to flare chop you.
Ooh.
Okay.
Okay.
Also, NCAA
Won't be the first time.
is like $62 on Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's 62 at Costco also.
Is that for the
You can't get the
special-
pre-order.
Huh? You guys both talked at the same time, so I
I
couldn't.
was gonna say, was that for the super special one or just the regular one?
Doesn't the super special one just have 3 days early access? Wasn't that like the big deal?
And points for your ultimate team.
Oh, I see.
That's why I didn't get the super duper version.
Okay.
Because I bought it with my buddy's account.
Yeah.
With my card, and the points would have gone to him and not me. And that's fine if he wants to buy it, but I'm buying it. He's not getting free points.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, we both got it. Cool. But we found out last year that ain't the case.
Well, because technically, aren't you just sharing one version?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, we're doing the whole home Xbox.
Right.
Which is hilarious. My home Xbox is another guy I know. I'm sure he never plays it, so I can probably give the games I have to somebody.
Yeah. Probably. I only play 2 games, and I only own one of them, so.
There you go. Yeah, the other one's free.
Well, no, I don't have the other one yet.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah.
And even still, the other one is free once you have those 2 games.
Yeah. Exactly.
Dude, we'll have to talk about it during the show, but it is crazy. Just the sorts of like new characters that they just constantly introduce.
Yeah.
Like,
yep. They have a lot of them too. Snoop Dogg has been on the game like 4 times.
It's always weed.
Yeah. Well, this last year they really leaned into the weed thing. They had like
they had a whole 420.
3 different sets.
Yeah.
3 different things that you could buy that were like, oh yeah, this is a weed guy.
It's weird. Like for them, like I'm a stoner. That's not news. But I don't really like weed paraphernalia.
Right.
You're a
Like,
stoner, but it's not your personality.
Right. It's something I do. It's not who I am.
Yeah.
The only thing I have with a pot, I have 2 articles of clothing with marijuana on it. The underwear Robin gave me, and the Kevin Smith's hockey jersey I have. He's got a doobie in his mouth.
Mm.
I've got a pair of Cheech and Chong socks. Also, Robin got me those.
My uncle showed up
Just
at
throw in the
Christmas one
package.
year in Cheech and Chong socks, and I'm like, oh yeah, you're a big Cheech and Chong fan.
Talking about lame uncle?
Yeah. I only have one uncle.
Oh, well, that
Lame Kiffin.
goes without saying then.
Yeah.
I think
It's
that's the
kinda
like
like-
4th or 5th time I'm like always like lame uncle.
It's kind of like the transitive
one.
property of a mathematical equation, you see.
I don't know the words you just said. Wrong type of Asian.
You will someday. If you go to college long enough, you'll understand what I just said.
You probably already did it, Dave.
I already did it.
Yeah.
I hate it.
I hate maths. I gotta take 2 more maths class next year. Mostly because I failed trig once and then dropped it once.
Yeah.
Did you say maths?
Maths.
We
yeah.
did.
You know that you were freed from the colonization, right?
No. Mathsisms.
That's a history joke.
Oh, must have been there.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, your mom was.
Yeah.
And that's not a your mom joke. Your mom was there.
Nope. That's
Mhm.
that's a real thing. Dude, it's almost
Well,
Olympic.
technically she wasn't.
Wait, what?
Huh?
What'd you say, Dave?
I said technically she wasn't there
What you mean?
during the whole colonization thing.
Well, no, I mean obviously not during that, but she was there in the Philippines.
Well, then technically so was I.
Well, hey. Welcome to America.
Transitive property of colonization.
Transitive property of Asians.
Yeah.
What's the name of this pre-show?
Mm.
Like-
Oh, dude. So I went to Freeway Chevron to grab an energy drink on the way to the gym.
Yeah.
And I go in there. Today, my face is extra red and splotchy
Oh,
from my sensitive skin and whatnot.
yeah.
And so talking to the girl, we usually don't say anything to each other other than thank you, have a nice day, regular store business. And she looks at me, she says, "Oh, got into some poison oak, huh?" And I looked at her and I was like, "No,
Yep.
that's just my face." And it was just like she was more like kind of like the, "Oh, how far along are you?" question.
Right.
And she just kind of looked at me and I was like, "I've got really sensitive skin. Not your fault." And I just walked away.
Yeah.
Do you realize the Olympics started already?
No.
Mm-hmm.
They got like soccers and stuff.
I knew that the basketballs were playing, but I didn't know that was actually Olympic basketball.
Well, no,
that
that was them practicing.
Oh,
Didn't they just like barely beat some small country by like a
South
point?
Sudan.
Yeah, they barely beat South Sudan. They're like, yeah. And then I can't remember who it is. Some basketball legend was like, that was a joke.
Like honestly, it's also one of those deals where it's like, did you think they were trying in an exhibition against South Sudan?
Well, they didn't want to lose.
Right.
But South Sudan's got some tall guys that play good interior defense, and the U.S. was not hitting shots. We shot like 32% or something for the game.
One of those deals, huh?
Yeah.
Who's the starting five?
I don't
Stephanie?
actually know. Yeah, Curry and LeBron, I'm pretty sure, are starting, and then they just kind of move them around. From what I've heard, Steve Kerr is just trying different matchups, seeing who works the best. And
Oh, Steve Kerr's the coach again?
Yeah.
I really I really dug that video you sent me where they got their numbers and then they also got a little placard that showed
was really
who.
cool.
I was like, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
And it's funny to watch the dudes, even like LeBron, look at his and read his with reverence, right? Like, oh my God, look at all these guys. This is awesome.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, LeBron's the greatest player who ever lived, and anybody who disagrees is old. I mean, that's about the size of it. Or they don't like black people. They'll be like, well, what about Kareem? He was a friendly one. I'm like, no, he wasn't. Are you kidding me? You know anything about Kareem Abdul-Jabbar? Oh my God.
Probably one of the more racist basketball players in the history.
I don't know. You change your name to Kareem.
I wouldn't say Kareem was racist. I just think he was open about things that he felt and things that were happening at the time.
Well, I'm telling you, he's racist.
Yeah, as he's banging his white wife. He hates fucking her every night.
He hates the rest of them.
Yeah.
Well, he was nice to me.
That's fair.
It's because his knees.
Well, he was sitting down. He was still as tall as I was.
Mm.
That fucks with you.
Yeah.
One of my favorite things to do is to get out of a bar stool and be the same height.
Ooh, or like tall torso, long torso people.
Mm-hmm.
Like you be sitting next to someone and they're like taller than you, and then you stand up and you're the same height. Then you're like,
what?
Get out of here with your long body having ass.
Get out of here, you little long ass torso, motherfucker.
Long body having, short leg kicking.
Long nipple, long titty, no
Long
nipple
titty, no
having ass,
nipple.
bitch.
Is this Doctor Strange?
Or is it Dr. Feelgood?
Oh no, it's Tony Stark getting operated on.
He's the one they call Dr. Feelgood. He's the one that make you feel.
Dude, I am stoked for Deadpool tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a long day, but
that's something else I gotta write down.
I got my contract meeting at 10 in the morning, so that means I gotta wake up to go to the gym before that.
Contract meeting?
Yeah, for my beaver study.
I'll study some beavers.
And then I'm working with that fucking nerd organization I didn't know that it was attached to.
Now you know. You
Now
should
I
have
know.
known.
I should have.
What's a nerd organization?
It's the Umpqua Watersheds.
Yeah.
They're a bunch of super hippie, hates everybody that wants to do anything in the woods if it isn't preservation work.
Oh, God forbid we see a fucking... We take care of the underbrush so we don't have fucking forest fires.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they suck.
They're the spotted owl people.
That's how nature preserves itself. Yeah, it was killing us. It was a dominant species.
Are they still on that spotted owl thing? Because I feel like we haven't heard from them in a while.
I
well,
don't
they
know.
killed the logging industry, so they're done.
Don't quote me on this one, and I'm not sure if it's this owl, but now there's an overpopulation of them.
Who would have seen
It's
that?
either that or a something brown owl. It's one of those two owls where they fought so hard to protect them, and now it's like, hey, now the other owls are being affected because there's an overpopulation of this particular owl. Congratulations.
I believe it.
It's almost as though when you don't take care of an apex predator, they continue to be an apex predator.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you can have a bobcat, but if it gets hungry, it's gonna eat your face. You won't see it coming. And my grandpa told me a story one time that he walked around this lake, and when he got to the end, back to his footprints, there were cougar prints in his steps.
Yeah.
And he's like, I never saw it.
Never do. That's the other thing. We have like a booming population of cougars in this area now too, because we can't hunt them with hounds anymore. Yeah. So hunting a cougar is, I hope I see one today or this year.
And bears. We have a shit ton of both.
Yep.
Dude, when I grew up,
not even hunting, the fun kind.
Never saw a bear until I was like 20 something.
Yeah, bears and cougars sounds like a Seattle Saturday night.
Oh.
and
down at the old unicorn.
Exactly where
stopped allowing the dogs to hunt. That dog don't hunt. Yeah, because they're not allowed to.
I pet that dog.
Pet that dog.
I gotta grab something before we get started.
I've heard they're considering allowing the hunting though with dogs again, just because so the population is so fucking overgrown.
Mm-hmm. Not really. I'm just really stoked that I'm getting into a career field that if I mess up in 30 years, I can just be like, I guess I was wrong. Because that is all conservation work has been since Teddy Rose, since it started becoming a thing, was do something and then find out 30 years later, oh, we were wrong. Oh, oops. We just fucked some shit up. Well, let's try this instead.
Let's try to fix it.
Yeah.
Let's put up some dams. Ah, fuck. Now we're killing the fish. Let's tear down the dams.
Right?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that when I was getting into this, but now I'm just like, cool, that's another plus. Like, I was wrong. Okay.
I was wrong. That's just part of that was an experiment.
Yeah, my research was incorrect. Well, I'm glad someone figured it out.
I'm expanding off of David Deaton's experience here and revisiting and finding that he was fucking wrong. We think the guy was hammered. The son of a bitch does it all the time. He was hammered the entire time. He's like, I don't know.
There were rumors that he was never even in school. How did he get his degree? He's the same age as the teachers.
He banged 3 of his teachers.
Yeah.
The women? No.
No.
There are circles where I've been known to be called a bear.
Maybe a brown bear. No, you'd be a sun bear.
Panda.
Yeah.
Amanda?
Because I do.
Amanda? No,
Amanda.
no, man.
A panda.
She's just a hooker. I killed the thing I love most.
Jake, you don't watch The Boys, right?
I haven't. I've been considering watching it because I feel as though I may have critiqued it too harshly in a time where I didn't like anything.
That's fair. I think I've told Robin this. I don't like super on the nose political commentary shows very often.
Right. Which is one of the things that's kind of driven me away from it.
Right. And this is a super on the nose political commentary, but it's like they shit on everybody, so I'm super on board.
Right. And that's the reason you'd probably like it. Tracy Morgan.
Like Black Santa.
But I did get to the Huey scene.
Yeah.
The Web Weaver Huey scene, Robin. And I was just like, I didn't know how far, because it's The Boys, so they go really far on things. I was like, I don't know how far they're going to take this.
But they didn't show everything, which shows that they're actually kind of holding back.
Yeah.
Like, even they have lines.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Did you hear about the season finale?
I watched it.
Okay, so do you know what the original name for the season finale was?
Oh, yeah.
It was Assassination Run.
Yeah.
And then came out with the whole...
got shot on Sunday, and it came out Thursday.
Yeah. So they changed it to just season finale.
Yeah.
And then they put out released a thing that was like, hey, this was recorded in 2023.
Yeah.
Like, we're not doing, like, this is not a statement about anything. Like, we don't condone anything like this. This is a TV show.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, I like The Boys. That is the reason why I started catching up on The Boys, because I was like, that's another cool thing. I dig you.
Yeah.
Thumbs up, Eric Kripke.
I just sold another 6 bobbleheads for $50.
Booyah. Slanging and banging. That's what they call them.
I had about $11 into that, so.
Nice.
And then I got a Cookie Monster, and then I'm selling another one that I don't want. I got at the Goodwill for $2.
Dude, I got so much Nintendo 64 stuff. I'm pretty sure if I sell it, I'm going to be able to buy my Xbox without being in the hole at all. Like, I added it all up for what I took the lowest price of things on eBay, and it was like $360 worth of stuff.
All right, man.
Hey,
For the stuff.
Are you ready for a good-ass show?
Are you ready?
Talking about.
I'm trying to figure out what that'd be like.
Cool. All right, here we are.
There you are.
Back again. It's another edition. It's another episode of my show. And he woke up this morning and he bought himself not an Xbox.
Oh.
It's Dave.
Oh, I thought you were going to go to Robin this time.
He's
Hey,
got one in
I'm
the hopper.
actively working on plans, you son of a bitch.
Okay.
You got nothing but excuses.
Yeah,
Robin has set a deadline. He
'cause
said,
David
I will
and-
have one
I will
next
have one
week.
by next week.
David and plans are two words that you put together.
And David said, I have to buy another gun.
I will sit here. Tell me this is wrong. I would sit here and say, I'm not buying an Xbox. I'm not buying an Xbox. And then all of a sudden I'm like, hey guys, I've got an Xbox.
No, we would have just said that you have succumbed to peer pressure.
I always,
But that is how he does things.
yeah, I say I'm not going to do something. And then I'm like, that's probably what I should do. And I just do it.
Mm-hmm. Can confirm.
I constantly be like, hey, be responsible. I'm going to be responsible. I'm going to, oh, shiny.
Shiny.
But anyways, speaking of
Multicolored
shiny,
hair.
Yeah. Well, actually, I haven't done multicolored hair since I met you guys, or met you, Jake. It's been a minute.
You have
Yeah, well.
multicolored facial hair right now. What are you talking about?
Well, that's natural, I guess. You're right.
Yeah.
Anyway, speaking of cum beards,
Come beard.
it's Robin.
Come beard! Goddamn right I am.
I hope he's still alive. Last time I saw him, he
Oh.
shaved, and it made me angry.
Cumbeard can never die. He's like one of those legends.
Yeah.
It's funny you mentioned that. That was a question on Reddit. Like, who's a legend from your town that everyone knows about?
Mhm.
We had Cumbeard, and then
Birdman.
remember Birdman?
I
Yep.
remember Birdman,
Yep. And then I'm sure there's more. Well, Larry, Drunk Larry,
Drunk Larry,
Mhm.
with his fucking goat.
the goat, and the lawnmower.
Now they're both dead.
Oh,
I mean, I don't know about Cumbeard, but Birdman's definitely dead. He was old.
is a goat dead?
He was old when we were,
Yeah,
like,
the
when I
goat
was in high
died
school.
like right after Larry did, or right before, one of the two.
Broken
Oh.
heart death.
They may have
yeah,
been.
broken heart.
They may have been related. I don't know. Anyway,
Like the
thinking
goat and
about
Larry,
that,
they're
like,
related.
Dead goat.
That's
Yep.
why they call it animal
Nope.
husbandry.
Mhm.
Aww.
Yeah.
That
Speaking
guy-
of bestiality,
Yeah. Speaking of.
Yeah.
Wait,
So,
huh?
it's
what's up,
Shit.
baby?
Bringing back. Hoop Snake. It was Jake.
oh,
Not
Trying
close.
to touch tips.
Not
even
close. Not. You could tell it wasn't remotely close. That's embarrassing.
failed docking.
Fucking embarrassing.
Connected
up.
like hooking up Legos to Connect 4.
Yeah, it just doesn't work.
Just doesn't work.
Mhm.
But we got plenty of stuff to
Yahtzee.
talk about. I got plenty of stuff to talk about anyway. I know you guys are excited about the Deadpool movie.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Have you seen that they have unleashed Deadpool at Disneyland?
No.
Can you imagine a PG interaction with Deadpool?
Lame.
I mean, PG is still up there.
Yeah, you could say stuff about your butt.
You can only do over the pants stuff.
Yeah, you can only over the clothes. Under the shirt, over the bra is PG. At least that's the
Over
way
the
it was in my school
shirt.
that I apparently didn't go to.
Did you say that again?
Under the shirt, over the bra.
Oh, because I heard over the shirt, under the bra, and I was like, how
I've
You're
heard it
going
both
through,
ways.
you're going through the neck hole.
Yeah.
I've heard it both ways. But yeah, I think it's funny to just imagine Deadpool running around and then going to hug a child, knowing the source material.
Right.
Hmm.
I don't think he's allowed to touch kids.
Like that'll be interesting. Is he allowed to be within 100 yards of a child?
I don't think so. No.
I mean,
Hmm.
technically, isn't there a whole story arc where like
Whole story.
he likes kids, but not like in a weird way?
Yeah, I mean, that makes
Like
sense.
like I think like Deadpool's so fucked up, but he's like one of his one things. So that
Yeah.
means multiple one things, more than one thing. Is like the innocence of children. I want to say that there's like a story arc where he's just like,
It would make sense. Like that
Yeah.
I'm
seems
gonna
like
take
one
care
of
of the
the
little homies.
one of
Yeah.
the things that he would be like, yeah, I'm not gonna mess with kids. Kids
Yeah.
need to be saved.
Well, he was the herald for Galactus for a while and annoyed Galactus so much he got fired.
Yes.
So there's that. but so you guys are gonna go see the movie tomorrow then?
Mhm.
Yes, sir.
I don't even have time to get drunk though, so I'll actually see it.
Not with that
Well-
attitude.
You got a flask?
And I will be at work, so I guess I could.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just drink at the gun store. I mean,
Yeah.
Wouldn't be the first time.
just grab your black Santa cup and
We've got a liquor cabinet in the back for a reason.
what reason is that?
For drinking
to
on the
drink.
job.
Yeah.
Oh.
I feel like that was kind of self-explanatory.
All right.
But see, I didn't know. I thought maybe it was like alcohol for like if somebody got shot, they'd like pour the liquor in the wound.
No,
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 they're
it's
not.
expensive bottles.
They're-
Like
bottles,
like it's a Wild
bougie.
West.
Mhm. Bite the cork and spit it out.
Exactly.
Spit on
Now
that
stick
thing.
that bandana in there for a tourniquet, and you pour the whiskey on. Like I can
And
see
then
that
give it
happen.
the old huck tool.
Exact that the give it the old
Let's see what that
Iron Sheik.
That was pretty good.
Hak Tua USA. Long live Iran. That's just the Iron Sheik, everybody. Calm
Calm down.
down.
He loved America.
Love America. I'm not quite so fond of Iran, so
He did not like Iran.
no. So
I
there you
don't
go.
like to
Iran,
run. I don't run
Iran.
either.
Iraq, Iran.
Oh, they're showing Free Guy now.
That's a. Oh, I thought for some reason I thought you said Fall Guy, and I was.
I haven't seen that
I
yet.
haven't seen Fall
still
Guy
need
yet.
to see that.
Are
I
you-
haven't found it. Well, you heard Redbox is closing, right? I think
No.
they said that.
Tell me
I
more.
thought they had been.
No, like they officially are filing for bankruptcy, closing down everything. Like the end of Redbox is here.
Bum, bum, bum.
And I've
Why-
noticed, like, I always buy used movies from there, and they haven't had anything for like 6 months. Like, hey, this is bullshit. I need to buy the new movies for like $3.
Exactly, and they don't have. Yeah, like you said, I stopped going to the Red Box because the whole thing, nothing was good.
Now they're just quitting.
Well, good.
I feel
But-
like that's some bullshit like tax evasion business things. Like
Oh, I'm sure
like
it
we
did.
all saw the death coming.
Yeah.
You're telling me a CEO wasn't like, "Hey man, we're done." Like a year ago, 3 years ago?
Well, how many people still have DVD players besides your
Uh,
Xbox?
I think I've got one out in the living room.
See, you think you don't even know. When we grew up,
Not
everyone
even
had
mine.
a
It's mom and
VCR.
dad's.
Everyone had a VCR or a DVD player
Mhm.
because that was just required. You just had
Or
it.
Beta, if you were super cool.
Old
Never
Betamax.
had that.
Never had Betamax either.
I
My
do
dad
remember
had Beta.
when I was a kid,
Before
my
me.
dad rented a Laserdisc player so we could watch Star Wars to see if it was better than the VHS.
Was it?
It was cool.
Mhm.
I don't remember if it was any better because I was like 7, 8, something like that.
Man, that was back in the days. You like those cases were huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you could, man, Blockbuster. You could go and you could rent a video game system.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like like that tells you how far we've fallen in our society. That there used to be a time when you could go into Blockbuster and be like, yeah, here's my address. I'll take that Super Nintendo and
Right.
14 games. All right, that'll be $112. Thank you. And they just walk out the door and they believe that you'll bring him back.
And
Yep.
and you did.
And you did
Now you can't even walk into a Blockbuster.
at all,
Mhm.
unless you're in Bend.
There's one. Yeah.
Oh, I want to watch that Blockbuster movie. See if it's
They
any
make a
good.
movie out of it. I prefer
like
the
the-
South Park episode.
They made a movie and there's a show. I think it's on Netflix.
Oh, okay. Like the death of Blockbuster or something.
Something like
Something
that.
like that. Yeah.
I think Kevin Smith had something to do with it too.
With the death of Blockbuster?
The show or
Oh.
the movie, one of the two,
I would say he's probably contributed to Blockbuster more than he's.
for sure.
Where did you? Okay, this makes me realize I saw Clerks for the first time through Netflix DVD.
Ooh,
I saw Chasing Amy from the Hollywood Video that's now a Buffalo Wild Wings at Gateway. Gateway now shops at Gateway. Let's see. I caught Mallrats on Dish Network.
nice.
And then I watched Dogma at my girlfriend's house when I was like 20.
Gotcha.
And that's basically how I discovered the Kevin Smithologies.
I saw Mallrats at Crouch's.
Me too. And Dogma.
I saw
That tracks.
Dogma and Chasing Amy in the theaters.
No shit.
Yeah, and Clerks 2. I don't remember where I saw Clerks. I think I bought the DVD or stole it and watched. I probably stole it and watched it when we were in Monmouth. But and then Jay and Silent Bob I saw in the theater.
How did I see? I got that DVD from Blockbuster bin that was like, buy 10 DVDs for $14.
Oh yeah,
Don't mind if I do.
I saw Chasing Amy in San Diego. I know that because I bought the Chasing Amy DVD because I'm like,
Yeah.
how have I never watched Chasing Amy?
Yeah.
I watched Clerks
It's
2
sad.
before I watched Clerks.
did you?
Yeah. I watched Clerks 2. I didn't see it in theater, but when it first came out on DVD, I watched it, and I don't know where or why. And it wasn't for a number of years later that I finally. Oh, is there Clerks 3?
Yes.
Yes. When Clerks 3 was coming out, I was like, hey, wait, I didn't even watch the first one. So I went back and watched 1 and 2 and then saw 3.
Gotcha. See, Clerks 3 I watched. Didn't you see that one, Jake, with like Kevin Smith?
Yeah, I saw when I saw Clerks 3. Me realizing that was the only time I've seen it. He had a little question and answer, then he went and sat in the back of the room and watched it and like watched everybody laugh. And then he comes out and did like an hour-long question and answer.
Nice.
And then did a meet and greet. And I got to meet him and talk to him a little bit. That was really cool.
Yeah, that's cool. I watched it.
That's gotta be cool for him.
I bought the DVD and watched it at home, but I you had to order it from like his website, I think.
The Universe, yeah, because it didn't get coverage in the theaters.
Yeah.
Which is why he took it on this tour to all these little theaters around the country and just basically got validation from 50 states that he made something good.
Yeah. And now you can't find Dogma or Mallrats
Really?
because they're Viewis or Miramax.
And they're
fucking
cunts.
dipshit that's in prison has made it so you can't. Because Kevin Smith is like, fuck that guy.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's like,
Weinstein?
oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I guess I won't make any of your movies anymore.
Yeah.
And then he hides behind the religious right for the whole like this is why we aren't doing Dogma.
Right.
Mhm.
So if you find Dogma at a thrift shop, snatch it up
Buy
because
it.
you can not only can you have it, but you can sell it for like $20-$30 on eBay.
Easily.
Burn
yeah.
the disc. Burn the DVD.
Exactly. Or copy it to your hard drive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have those.
I think the only one I don't have, I feel like I don't have Dogma.
Yeah,
I
it's a
wanna
tough
see-
one to find.
Coincidentally, oh, go ahead, Dave.
No, I was gonna say I've only watched Dogma once. I would really like to watch it again.
It's over here.
Okay.
Coincidentally, I do this thing where I take my cat and I show him things in high places that he can't see. And earlier today, I was showing him some of my bobbleheads, and I also showed him. I said, "And here's my script." Oh shit! It is a script for Clerks 3, signed by Kevin Smith and Jason Mewes. and it's wrapped in a Ranger Danger. It looks like a comic. I'm just gonna grab it. You guys talk amongst yourself
Did
for a
you
minute.
buy it from there?
No, it came as part of the meet and greet. It was yeah.
Oh,
So talk amongst yourselves for a minute
that's
while I
pretty
walk
cool.
through.
What were we gonna
We're-
talk about?
I don't know. Just talk about.
I guess I can still talk.
Talking about.
Yeah. Talking about my right arm. Ow.
All right, so check this shit out, Lunchbox. So Ranger Danger and the Dangerverse.
Yeah.
So it looks like straight up, and on the back of it, you've got the new Blunt Man and Chronic. And then on the inside,
Oh, there it is.
signed by both of them, Muse and Kevin
That's pretty
Smith.
cool.
Yeah, and it's got this little forward about like why he did what he did, and then it's a script.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, he's discovered that's the way to make your money without having a huge distribution. You just go show your movie and then charge people way more than normal, and
then talk about how about making your movie.
Because he made his money back plus some.
And the people coming to watch your money or watch a movie are gonna pay the money because you're gonna be there.
Right.
Like this isn't like Roseburg Cinemas where someone's like, "Hey, you want to go catch the next 5:00 movie?"
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun. It was a long night though. I mean, by the end of it,
I'm sure.
It was like 12:30 or 1 by the time we finally got out of there, because included in that there was a guy who showed up with this huge Lego bag, and he stands up and he points at Muse, and Muse sees him and he's like, so like this dude apparently was like Jason Mewes' Lego dealer.
Oh.
He picks something up for him. It's like the things I learn about an addict after he's become an addict are really funny.
Right.
Like he's replaced methamphetamines with Fortnite.
I mean, it's probably a better
Same.
addiction.
I mean, the first time we went to meet him, Jen and I went to meet him when we were dating. He was just at this weird little convention, and they're like, "Oh yeah, 1:00 signing for Jason Mewes," and we sign up, and we're the first ones there, and we get there like 10:50, and we're the first ones there, and they're like, "What are you guys here for?" We're like, "We're here for the 1:00 signing." And they look down, they're like, "Oh shit, did anyone tell Jay?"
Oh yeah, I remember the story.
Yeah, they're like, "No, I don't think we did. Someone's got to go get him out of his trailer." And he's like, they come back, they're like, "He'll be here in a minute. He has to finish his game." And I'm like, "What? What do you mean?"
What?
He's like, and they explained it. They said Jason Mewes, when he got out of rehab, had to replace his addiction with something else. So instead of going back to the trailer and smoking meth, he's back there playing Fortnite. I was like, "Oh, well, when he's done with his game, we'll be real happy to talk to him."
Right.
And he comes walking out like, "Hey, everybody, sorry about that." You know,
So when you showed the signatures, I was like, man, it sucks that it's missing a signature. And that is only because in my head, Jason Mewes and Jay are
different people.
one person.
oh yeah,
But for
yeah.
some reason in my head, Kevin
Correct.
Smith and Silent
Correct.
Bob are two separate people,
Well, because
And
one
it's-
talks.
right?
One talks a
it's-
lot.
It's always been like that. So when you showed it, I almost was like, oh man. And then I was like, hey, dummy,
Hey, stupid.
it's the only two you need.
Hey, it's the only two you need.
We
I got-
really need to, man. We need to get Kevin Smith on here someday.
Yeah, just be like, "So Kevin, how you doing?" And then we'll just sit back.
And he'd be like, "Oh yeah, nah."
Or
Oh,
like,
yeah?
"And thanks, Kevin. That was
We
Kevin."
really only need like 2 questions. and
Yeah.
he'll take us on the journey.
Right.
But like, tell us about the spider guy again.
Oh,
Oh my God! So we're hanging out next.
That guy, he likes to talk.
I spent some time listening to a speech Arnold Schwarzenegger gave
Yeah.
about like his rules to success, and he was talking about just the different. He talked about work like hell and then promote the fuck out of it. And like when I think about Kevin Smith when I think about that, and it's just like, if there's one man who truly knew how to market outside the box in cinema, it's Kevin Smith.
Yeah,
Because no one, I don't think any other filmmaker has ever gone to protest their own movie and then gone on TV to talk about it.
Probably not.
I mean, that's just free marketing. It's free promotion.
Yeah.
And then that story gets picked up across the country because, well, guess what? Wacky filmmaker Kevin Smith did in Belmont, Massachusetts. I don't know if it's Belmont. I don't even know if it's a real place. Maybe. Shout out Belmont, Massachusetts.
Oh, Belmont, Mass.
Oh, but good people in Mass. Good people.
Mm-hmm. I just looked up George Lucas and how old he was because I was thinking, you're talking about Kevin Smith.
Was he like 84?
He's 80.
Oh, that's close.
Because I was thinking, I was like, man, I'd like to talk to Dave Filoni. Wait, just George Lucas. He's still alive. Or you get a room with George Lucas and Dave Filoni. And what if Jon Favreau.
What if you could talk to Bill Finger?
I don't know who that is.
He was the guy who created Batman.
Oh, it was?
Yeah. Bob Kane got all the credit until Finger died. And then they're like, fuck, he actually did do it all, huh?
They figured it out.
Yeah, and then they finally, in the last, I think it was Dark Knight Rises was the first time that they actually gave him proper credit at the beginning of a movie.
Oh. I bet Kevin Smith and Dave Filoni would talk for hours.
Who's Dave Filoni?
To each other. He's the
He was the Star Wars, like, head of Star Wars.
He's the guy that came up with Mandalorian and.
Ooh. I think he really got big during the Clone Wars cartoons.
Yeah,
is when he stepped in and then started creating a bunch of old lore.
Like, should I watch those? I've heard a lot of people say that they're good, and I don't mind adult animation.
I like them. Apparently, there is like the first couple seasons, there's an order that you have to watch, that you can watch it in, but it's not episode 1, 2, 3. Like, they jump around, and then I want to say it's like season 3 or 4. They finally are like, all right, let's stop doing this.
Okay.
So I've watched it twice, and I did it both ways because when I first started watching it, I didn't know, so I was just watching it episode 1.
He wasn't
and
ready.
Go, and then I started noticing things were weird, and I'm like, why is this? Like you start to pick up on little things when you watch a show, and you're like, this should have already happened or whatever.
Why is this out of sequence? Why is this like a Tarantino show?
Right.
Dave Filoni is the guy that George Lucas goes and asks, hey, did I say this happened? Like, he knows all the stuff.
He's the autist with all the lore.
Pretty much.
Right.
Like, he remembers everything. He's read all the books.
I don't even know how much he has to do anymore with anything because...
Well, I heard that he was taking over the job that Kathleen Kennedy had. Kathleen Kennedy's still there, but
Kennedy overdrive.
But Dave Filoni does all the work. So he's the one deciding what Star Wars projects are actually getting made.
Are you familiar with Jordan Schlansky?
A name sounds familiar.
Yeah.
He's on Conan.
Okay.
So he's like an executive producer that doesn't actually do anything.
Uh-huh.
And Conan is just merciless to him. Like apparently this guy went and got a super like $600 espresso machine, and he set it up right outside his office, and he put the instructions in Italian. And his office is like 5 doors away from the bullpen. Okay. Like, you have to go out of your way to get to his office. And he's like, well, it's here for everyone. and Conan's like, do you think it's accessible to everyone being outside your office? He's like, yeah. He's like, and what about the language being Italian? Is that accessible to everyone? No, I suppose not. He's like, and you bought this and you decided? He's like, no, actually, you bought it. I bought it. Oh. Okay. And so he's like, this guy is such a like, I like good coffee. I will also drink a cup of mud from the rest stop. You know, I prefer good coffee.
Yeah.
But I'll drink shitty coffee if it's what there is. This guy is straight up like, oh, the American process for the extracting the espresso bean is far inferior to the Italian methods, and all, like, he's that guy.
What a fucking nerd.
And so Conan takes his Italian espresso machine and gives him an old fucking broken nasty 4-cup Mr. Coffee. It says, "Here's your coffee machine. Here you go. Enjoy that."
That's
And
awesome.
so like it's on YouTube now, but if you go and just watch like Conan and Jordan, it's just Conan shitting on this guy.
Yeah.
For 10 minutes at a time. And you can tell that Conan legitimately does not like this dude. It's like, there's an episode he doesn't come in on Fridays. And so Conan just sits in his office until he shows up. And he's like, "Oh, it's 11:30. So you decided you didn't have anything to do today." He's like, "What is it that you do?" "I do various tasks." He's like, "Yeah, but what is it that you do?" "Various things." I swear to God, if you use the word various one more time.
Right.
Many things.
Yeah.
There's a lot. TV and film is like the profession you need to get into if you really are good at doing nothing. Because there's a lot of jobs that you can get away with that at until somebody like Conan's like, "So what do you do?
We're
Are you
gonna bring
doing
you
it
the
now?"
Content.
Yeah, like, jeez. We should be in TV.
I oversee the logistics coordinator.
Exactly.
Oh.
Wait, so you're not the logistics coordinator? No,
Oh man.
I oversee them.
No, I do the logistics for the logistics coordinator.
Mm-hmm. I write her schedule every Thursday.
Like you say it, but legitimately, it's how I felt when I was working at Reborn. It's like, what do you actually do around here? I'm like, I don't know.
I couldn't tell you.
I couldn't tell you, but they pay
But I'm
me.
here.
Yep.
I'm here every day.
I'm here most days.
From 8 till 11.
Hey, give me some credit. I was there at 7, and I stayed till around 1.
I know. I was just giving you shit.
I told you though, when my boss showed up to lay me off, he joked. He's like, "I was legitimately concerned you weren't going to be here when I showed up."
Right. Right.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, well, why would I be, Dave? What needs to be done?
Nothing.
My firing.
I walked. I did have a truck coming that day, which is why I showed up early. But I walk out and I look at the dude who's now in charge of the warehouse, and I say, I like you. You're a good guy. I hate to do this to you, but fuck you. You're doing the truck alone." I just went and got in my car and left.
So is that warehouse closed down, or is there
Nope.
still somebody?
There's
still...
one guy running it.
Wow.
Because they are taking a liberal viewing of the language that there needs to be 2 people in the building.
Okay.
So, for safety reasons.
So they have another company working in there.
Right.
Yeah.
So there's more than one person in the building.
Right. Wow.
And they laid me off essentially to save $3 an hour.
Yeah. Well, I mean, plus your total salary. I mean, like.
Well, no, I mean, if I break it down, because they're giving him 28 now to do the job, and I was getting essentially 31 an hour to do the same job. So they're only saving about $3 an hour.
There's a fire.
Yeah, I was like, I can hear things. Things are happening.
I can hear things.
I can hear things. I can smell
Insights
things.
from Dave. I can hear things.
I can smell colors, motherfucker.
He's all. There's not a fire within 8 miles of here. What are you talking?
It's like, I know fire, motherfucker. David Fire Smeller Deaton.
I know fire, motherfucker would be a good name for the episode.
That is a good name for this episode.
I'll write it down. Oh shit.
Have I told you about the dude I sell mass bobbleheads to?
I don't think so.
Like church mass? Like everyone's sitting in their pews?
No, like in mass, as in
like lots of them.
Like en masse,
Many?
M-A-S-S-E.
Oh,
yeah.
not in mass. Okay, yeah.
En masse.
En
mass.
En masse.
ES. EA Sports.
So I've been
Something
negotiating back and forth with this dude now for about 2 hours, and we've gotten up to 7 bobbleheads for $60. And a couple of them aren't even bobbleheads.
What are they?
One of them, it's
Statues.
like a Ken Griffey Jr. plaque,
Oh,
for when
okay.
he went into the Hall of Fame.
Gotcha.
So it's just a plaque.
Yeah.
And that doesn't. It's not a bauble plaque. So I have no interest in it.
It's a
Uh,
plaque commemorating someone else doing something cool.
Right.
a plaque commemorating a bobblehead.
Right. I have a lot of bobbleheads that commemorate people doing something cool, but their heads go like this.
Yeah, they're bobbleheads.
Exactly.
It's in the name.
It's in the name.
It's EA Sports. It's in the name. So,
Oh man, I'm hungry.
well, I just ate. I had a whole steak.
Yeah,
Delicious.
I done ate.
You know what? You know what I don't have? A nice transition. It'll be a beautiful segue.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I don't have, Dave?
Xbox One.
No, I have that because I've been playing NCAA football.
Oh, yeah.
25.
Your virginity.
Proof that I graduated high school.
Oh, you still don't have that?
I don't, and it's gone forever. Martina McBride. Like
Sammy Sosa.
Sammy Sosa, they straight lost it. I have an official within the Oregon Department of Education who has written me a letter that says, "Yeah, we lost it, dog. We don't know."
Wow.
So, and yeah, that's still not good enough for trade school. But so I am now studying to take my GED so I can get a website like every other 30-year-old single mother.
So
Wait, so
stupid.
you have to take your GED even though you have college credits still?
Well, I didn't pass math.
That was the only thing you had to pass?
I have to show that I graduated high school and that I have a C average in math.
So but you have to have a C average. No, I guess you could have got a D. That's so stupid.
I'd be calling that lawyer of yours.
Well, I did, and I looked into it, and guess what? There's no Oregon law that maintains that anybody has to maintain the records of a private school.
Awesome.
And you have your diploma.
Yep, I have it sitting in the room next to me.
So, ask the ODE person if you could graduate with D's in math. Because if you can't, then that proves that you graduated with C's in math and that you had a C average.
Yeah, it would.
Yeah.
I think I've at this point I have slammed into the wall where they have told me enough times that they're annoyed with me. You have to have this or some equivalent thereof. I'm like, is that not an equivalent? They're like, no, it's not. It says explicitly on the website, a diploma does not count, which is so dumb. So dumb.
So dumb.
Like, believe me, I have attacked this every conceivable way.
What if you went to contact the college up there, one of the community colleges or something, ask them if you can take their math placement test and see where they would place you? And I don't know. Like, I feel like there's got to be a way around it. Like, if you could get even a high school math teacher, go to one of these high schools and be like, hey, can I speak with the math teacher? What would I have to take to graduate? Could you give me a test that says I would pass that stuff? If you can get a math teacher that says that you would pass their math class, because you can take a test if you're doing a high school equivalency to get a diploma. You can take a test.
I mean, that's essentially what I'm doing. I mean, it's just, I mean, the long and short of it
not
is
cost you money.
Yeah, the long and short of it is how much of that time, energy, and effort is worth the $144 that it's just going to cost me to take the fucking GED?
To me, all of it, because I don't want to do it. Because I'm like, no, if there's another way, even if it takes me more effort, I'm going to be like, I'm still not taking. You don't need a GED.
I know I don't need a GED.
It's so stupid.
Wait. It's like getting your bachelor's degree, and then getting your bachelor's, and then 10 years down the road, them saying, "Oh, that's nice, but we need you to actually have an associate's degree to have this job."
I have a teaching license. I can write you something that says you passed my math classes.
Yeah, but it's not going to be on the official transcript paperwork.
Wait, so it's
What
like the
if you
school
went
doesn't
to-
start.
What if
What if you
went to
found an
South
official
Umpqua?
transcript? Find an official transcript
That's where I'm going
and
with
just
this.
doctor all that shit.
Well, I said that.
I had somebody who got a copy of their son's transcript and was going to put my name on it, but they don't have the paper. It's a special kind of paper that they have with a special program that they have to use. Like, they have made it so jerk-offs like me can't do this.
I bet I can make it happen.
All right, make me a transcript.
Okay. Dave, you remember Ryan Savage?
Yeah.
He's the vice principal at South Umpqua High School. I'll get a hold of him this week.
See, yeah, give me something.
We'll make it happen.
I graduated in 05, but I don't know if he's willing to falsify records as a state employee.
He did it for me.
All right.
This is all on recording.
We should cut that.
Yeah.
No, leave it in.
No.
108. Just write that down.
Right when Dave said this is all on recording, I was looking at the red dot next
I
to
was
his
thinking
name.
about it, and I don't care. I think it's who's gonna really you gonna listen to our podcast, all of it,
The whole thing. I don't even listen to the whole thing.
all of them. I do.
I listened to about halfway through at this. I've started listening. I used to not listen at all, but I've gotten used. Like when you've recorded for as much, like at this point, I figure I have probably recorded upwards of 700 hours of media at this point.
Yeah.
I'm used to the sound of my voice by now, and I understand that the resonance in my own head is why my voice sounds different to me than what everyone else hears my voice as.
Right.
A former host could never get over that. It's like, no, bro, that is what you sound like. Just deal with it.
Yeah. But yeah. I'm gonna talk to him.
Please do, because that's like that would be a home run. That would be like
I think we can make it happen. Even if I have to go into the school and do it myself with his approval, especially since we're in July.
Well, I graduated in 05.
I wrote it down. We can figure it out.
All right.
We'll just take Dave's transcript.
Yeah, Dave, you passed math, right?
Put some better grades on it, and it'll look like yours.
Just give me an A in English, so I feel good about it.
Okay.
I think my senior year I got a C in college writing.
That'll work.
It was a D. It was a D.
As long as there's a C in
graduated.
math, that's all that matters.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I only took algebra.
That doesn't all it matter. All I need is algebra.
Okay, cool.
One fucking algebra class.
Okay, because I think I took one algebra, one geometry, and then I didn't take math my senior year.
I
Same
took
thing.
algebra in 8th grade.
When I was talking
Wouldn't
to the
even show
registrar, when I was talking to the registrar from my school, she was like, I know the requirements. I know what you did. I know that you graduated. She's like,
Right.
You have to have 4 credits of math and you have to go to at least geometry. And she's like, you have to do this, you have to do this, you have to do this, and you have to do that. And you did it because we gave you a diploma.
Yeah. See, and you would think that would work too. Like,
Because it's signed by a state official, right?
Mhm.
yes. And if you're saying she was the registrar,
Yeah.
I don't.
They don't care.
So stupid.
Hey, we're short on electricians, but
could
hold
you
on. Let me
get
jump.
into a
Let me get you to jump
program-
through all these hoops.
Could you get into a program in Oregon?
But that'd be that's a lot of division. That's because once I get in the program, it's 2 years,
Right. I understand that part.
and that's an added expense to have somewhere to live. I mean, because
No, you wouldn't have. I'm not saying you do the program in Oregon. I'm saying, like, for Oregon teaching, if I get my license in Oregon, it transfers to any other state. If I can get into a program in Oregon, I'm pretty sure that I could get into a program at any other state once I'm already into a program.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
I think I have to be a resident. I think I have to produce evidence that I'm a resident.
Do you still get mail at your grandparents' house?
But my license is Washington.
I don't know.
I just moved here
I'll
2
look
days
into
ago.
things, right?
Hmm.
Why is your license from 2019 or
What?
whatever?
Yeah. Yeah, it's
No,
been
typo.
renewed twice, sir. I know
Huh.
that. Like
No,
you have an enhanced license.
Such a pain in the dick.
This feels to me like the first, yeah, how bad do you want it?
Right. It really is.
Hmm.
Ugh. Popping back.
And at this point it was like, how bad do I want it? Bad enough to take tests I don't need to take.
Right. Tests that you've already technically passed.
Yeah, and it was funny, like I was thinking about it even on my way into work. I was like, man, I'm gonna have to study for this and study for that. I was like, wait, I don't need to study for language arts. I don't need to study for social studies. I don't need to study for fucking science.
Right.
I know that the fucking mitochondria is a powerhouse of the cell. Like, come on. Come at me, bro. Adenosine
Yeah, it just-
triphosphates. Come on.
Getting your GED is easier than getting U.S. citizenship, and that seems like a pain in the ass. But I feel like most of us would probably be pretty close without studying.
God, I'm so annoyed. And I've been taking an online, basically a YouTube algebra class because I have to, because if I'm going to have to pass this test, I'm going to have to.
Yeah.
But it's just like I'm doing I've sent you pictures. It's like, yeah, here we go. Now I get to relearn what an exponent is. I definitely already know this, but I can't stop paying attention because as soon as I do, I'm gonna lose the whole fucking thing.
Yeah. That's the worst part about math too, is like if you miss part, you're gonna mess up the rest.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't skip one. Like that was of all the classes I've taken, the one I go to every single day.
Yeah.
Has always been math. Because if I don't, I drop.
See, and I did the same thing. Like I took my first math classes and I did them kind of like every other class where I would just be like, I don't want to go today. And then I'd be fucked.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And they'd be like, oh, just read the book. I'm like, I can't read.
It's like, it's not so much about reading. It's about the fact that I need to see it done.
I need to see it, hear
Can't
it,
watch a book.
watch it. Right.
How do you-
Exactly.
How do you watch a book?
How do you watch a book? We've been there. Check the archives.
YouTube book. I feel like I'm annoyed almost as much as you. Not quite to the level, but like it bugs me so much that you have to do it over.
I'm so pissed off. I'm calm.
Yeah.
Like I've just become calm and matter of fact about it, and like I've said it to you a couple times a day. I'm like I'm ready to give everyone the middle finger and just be like, you know what? How many more hoops are you gonna put in front of me for me to jump through and still fucking be here?
Well, it is your name.
When you finish your GED and then you go apply for the program, you should take your diploma and your GED.
I'm going to
take both of them and be like, "Is that enough?"
Like
I've got two.
I'm putting my diploma and my GED on every resume from now on, and it's going to be a great conversation starter.
Yeah, that's.
I have a diploma and a GED.
Why? Let me tell you.
Let me tell you.
I just love learning so much.
dude.
I don't know. I don't think you understand how much I love testing.
Tell him, Hawk.
Well. Yeah,
I love tests.
I'm a test enthusiast.
You could even call me a testy. Oh, that's so stupid. I'm glad I don't have to take the teaching tests again.
You should
stupid too.
Buy a replica Dundee as well and take that in.
I should bring in my my team MVP medal and like my certificate that said I was third team all league.
Take your Otsker.
Yeah.
Mhm.
This is my Oscar. I got this.
Uh-huh.
Oh, God, what did I
gosh.
win for? I can't remember.
I should send you a copy of my golden showback ceremony paper, and we can edit it to put your name on it. Be like, how about this too?
Like, here's Dave's DD214. Wait, no, not that.
Not that one. Give me that one back.
That one you can't have. That one's
I
not
could
me.
Photoshop your name onto my diplomas or my degrees, you know.
I mean, anything is real if they don't check.
I have. Oh, never mind. I was gonna say I have my transcripts from college. Could put your name on that. So, like, if I go get a transcript from UCC, it's just regular ass paper.
That's not an official one.
Did they say it has to be your official?
Yeah.
So that would be sealed.
Mhm. Sealed special paper, and I'm pretty sure a stamp, like one of those crimp stamps.
Yeah. Well, but Westerns isn't. Westerns are.
I think if you have the crimp stamp, it does. I think the crimp stamp is the biggest issue. Like, you can do it on regular paper as long as it's stamped, because they understand that paper is paper.
Well, I can get a stamp.
I can get you a stamp.
I know a stamp guy.
Well, why don't you see if you can work a little Robin magic over
I'm gonna
there?
see what I can do this week. Also, I made another list. Yeah,
Is it crimped?
it could be. And I came up with a name of our game. This or that.
This or that. This or that.
You could
This,
get with this, or you could
you
get,
can
with that.
Wait, do
need
you still
music.
have your shirt?
Somewhere.
I don't know if I still got mine.
It doesn't fit because it barely fit then.
Yeah, mine doesn't fit because it barely fit then too.
So our game last week was the what was it?
Fuck, marry, kill.
Fuck,
FMK.
Mary. So this week it's a this or that. So we'll do like the winner stays. But I got characters and musicians. And now I
Alright.
sent Jake a TikTok person. I sent it to Dave too, but he doesn't.
Yep.
have his
No,
phone.
I just saw it. I looked at it at the beginning of the show.
So her name is Tyla, and she's hot. And she did that TikTok dance that everyone did that I fucking I was obsessed with. Probably
Yeah.
still am.
Yeah.
But anyway, she's on the list. So first one we have Karen Filippelli, and the second one is MJ Watson from Far From Home, which is Zendaya.
Who's that first person?
Karen Filippelli,
That's rude.
Karen with a K?
Karen with a K.
Build
Rashida Jones.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm gonna take
I'm going
a
Rashida Jones.
Filippelli.
Okay. Karen Filippelli or Miley Cyrus.
Karen Filippelli.
Filippelli.
Karen Filippelli or Doja Cat.
Filippelli.
Just look at Jake.
Yeah, I know. It's hurting him inside.
Why you do this to me?
Oh, it gets better.
She's got the pantsuit thing that fucking does it for me.
Oh, then you would totally like The Boys because there's a chick in there that wears a pantsuit and she uses the pantsuit for pantsuit woman things.
She's not on there, but there is someone from The Boys.
All right, Doja Cat.
Okay, Doja Cat wins because why not? Doja Cat or Dua Lipa?
Dua Lipa.
Doja Cat.
Oh, I'm gonna pick Dua Lipa. Dua Lipa or Lady Gaga?
Dua Lipa.
Gaga. She's fucking crazy.
Ooh, I'm gonna stay with Dua Lipa. Dua Lipa or Ann Perkins?
And Perkins.
Wait one.
It's Rashida Jones again.
But now
God
she's a
damn.
nurse.
Oh, Ann Perkins.
Okay, Ann Perkins wins. Ann Perkins or Naomi the Duchess from Wolf of Wall Street?
Was that Margot Robbie?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
See, this is the point of the game when I start getting like critical with it. I'm like, man, I feel like Ann Perkins would be more sustainable financially.
Ann Perkins, you definitely are
But
going
the
to enjoy
Duchess,
the rest of your
that
life.
accent,
Yeah,
The Duchess is going to be there for like 6 months.
maybe if you're
more
lucky.
than enough time for me. Yeah,
It's here from my house.
I'm going with Ann Perkins.
I'm going to take the Duchess because the whole red
Oh.
dress.
oh.
Mommy doesn't want to wear any panties.
Yes. All right, Duchess wins.
Yeah.
Duchess or Kelly Kapowski?
Duchess. Wait, hold on. Which one's Kelly?
Kelly's the hot
The one on Robin's shirt.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Kelly Kapowski.
Kelly.
Childhood.
Kelly Kapowski or Topanga.
I knew that was coming.
Yeah,
I knew that was coming.
I felt it. I
Topanga.
felt it. Topanga.
I'm like,
Topanga.
he's setting this up because he knows Kelly's gonna win, and so I'm like, if Kelly's gonna win, the next one's got to be
Topanga.
see right through you.
Topanga or Taylor Swift.
Topanga. Taylor Swift is fucking flat on all sides.
Ariana Grande or
She's
Topanga.
2D.
Topanga. Ariana Grande is just a brown Taylor Swift.
Yeah. Topanga.
Oh,
and she
God.
wasn't. She's a fake tan Taylor Swift, is what she is, because she's not really brown.
It's true. Beyonce or Topanga?
Which
Topanga.
Beyonce?
You pick.
Beyonce.
All the single ladies, Beyonce, or
Crazy in Love, Beyonce.
This ain't Texas, Beyonce.
Crazy in Love, Beyonce.
Mm.
Hang on, and we'll do it without the music, so we won't get a fucking strike. You don't need. Trust me, you don't need the music.
I think I know what you're talking about. You're doing it anyway, aren't you?
Yeah, but you got to see Beyonce look hot as fuck.
Excuse me.
Oh.
Burped.
I preferred her when she was Destiny's Child because there's 3 of them. While you're getting that up,
Yeah.
and also Destiny's Child came up. Have you guys ever seen that post where some lady said that Kelly Rowland wasn't hot, and she she was in a dress, and then Kelly Rowland posted a picture in the same dress, and she said, "Really?"
Kelly Rowland is incredibly hot.
Yeah. Was Kelly Rowland the one that did some of the gospel music stuff?
I don't know, but she was the darkest member of Destiny's Child.
Jigga.
So there's Jay-Z, and I'll take this Beyonce.
Yep. I'm going crazy. Whatever that song, Beyonce over Topanga.
This one right? Yeah, wait until she does the leg thing.
Yeah, she's going to do it.
Look at her. Look at
she's doing it.
Look at her. She's about to put her leg like over her shoulder. And right about, oh no, I guess she doesn't put it over. That was Shakira that did that. But yeah,
she's doing things.
This right here. This is gonna be hard to beat.
It's not gonna be hard to beat for me.
All right, Tyla from that TikTok thing or Beyonce.
Crazy Stupid Love Beyonce.
Yeah, Tyla can shake it in all sorts of ways, but I know the longevity of Beyonce. I'm gonna be good for a while.
Do you know who her is?
Her.
H-E-R. You might have to look that up.
I know who him is.
Is it just one? Or they? Is it a they?
No, she's pretty hot.
I'm looking her up.
All right. I see a guy.
No.
I don't know. Okay, yeah, big hair.
Is she a musician?
Yeah.
Kind of. I mean, she's a rapper.
I'm still going with Beyonce.
She looks like a Western family Megan the Stallion. She's like Megan the Pony.
Mm-hmm. Megan the Shetland.
Yeah, the other one, whichever one isn't her.
Beyonce. Okay,
Yeah,
Beyonce or Rihanna?
Beyonce.
Which Rihanna?
God damn it! You keep doing that.
You get a pick.
I'm gonna take Needed Me, Rihanna.
Okay, Rihanna wins. Rihanna or Jessie Spano? Other Saved by the Bell, the blonde, the one that was on Showgirls.
Showgirls, Jessie Spano. I'm going with Rihanna.
Yeah, I'll take Rihanna.
Lisa Turtle, that's the black chick from Saved by the Bell, or Rihanna.
Lisa Turtle.
Oh.
I'll take Rihanna.
Okay, we'll keep Rihanna in. Daenerys Targaryen or Rihanna? Jake doesn't know who that is.
I do know who that is. I read the first book. Thank you very much.
Well, you don't know from the show.
Yeah, but I know what she looks like because I've been on the internet. Emilia Clarke.
Yep, that's her.
In your face, I know a blonde girl.
She's not really blonde though. Just in the movie.
She is in that. I'm gonna take Emilia Clarke. Or I'm gonna take Daenerys on that one.
Yeah. Daenerys.
Okay.
Elaine Bennis from Seinfeld or Daenerys Targaryen?
Elaine is such a weird one because I'm sure there's so
She
many
is.
dudes out there that are just like
Right?
itching for Elaine.
I'd take a shot at Elaine, but
Yeah.
probably not at the expense of.
Okay.
So
D.
wait,
Reynolds.
are we going with Elaine on that one?
No, Daenerys wins.
Okay, Daenerys, yeah.
Khaleesi that's Khaleesi is Daenerys. Or D. Reynolds from Always Sunny.
Khaleesi.
Khaleesi.
This is the Rihanna I chose, by the way.
Yeah.
Yep.
Keely Jones or Khaleesi.
Khaleesi.
Keely.
The problem is
Keely
Keelan
reminds me of
is
Tessa.
Too
So-
closely related.
Well,
It'd be
Tessa
like-
isn't here to complain about it.
Yeah, but I'd still be like, I couldn't make eye contact.
That's fair. Starlighter from The Boys or Daenerys Targaryen.
Daenerys.
Black Widow or Daenerys Targaryen.
Black Widow.
Dude,
Wait,
that
do
fucking-
powers and everything matter? Because bitch
Sure.
got dragons. All right, Daenerys, she's got dragons.
Give me Black Widow because she's got really tight pants.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm going with. Black
Okay.
Widow wins.
We're not going with powers. All right, then Black Widow.
Black Widow or Robin from How I Met Your Mother.
Black Widow. Robin's annoying.
But she's also, what's her face?
Yeah, but she's still Robin. The character is annoying as fuck. You're taking the character,
Yeah,
not the actress.
it's characters, not actresses.
Okay, we'll go Black Widow. She'll beat you up all the time.
Black
Yeah.
Widow or Karen
Okay with that.
Page from Daredevil. Blonde chick.
Oh,
Still
Oh.
going Black Widow.
yeah, Black Widow.
Katie from Letterkenny or Black Widow. That's a tough.
Katie.
No, Katie's is a
Katie's-
good girl, and that's what I
That's
respect
what you
about her.
appreciate about her.
Yeah.
Is
That's
that
what I
is that what you
appreciate
appreciates about her?
I'm going Katie.
Ooh.
Don't you dare
Don't you
say
dare! Don't
Bonnie.
you fucking do
Don't
it!
you say Bonnie is the next one. I will punch you through the computer if you say Katie or Bonnie.
I'll take Katie because Bonnie is a good girl, and she hasn't even seen a wiener.
Well,
that
she's
also
not
makes-
on the list,
Okay.
so you're fine.
All right.
All right, we'll let Katie win. Katie or Harley Quinn.
Katie, Harley Quinn will kill you.
How's my health insurance?
it's great. You live in another country.
Cool, Harley Quinn.
Oh man, I got to pick. Harley Quinn. Harley Quinn's our winner.
You see, but the difference
It's-
is Robin
yeah.
took the Margot Robbie Harley Quinn, and I took the
No.
animated Harley Quinn.
You get a pick. I didn't specify, and I did it on purpose.
Specifically, the Arkham Harley Quinn, who's voiced by the animated Harley Quinn.
All right, there you go. Anyway,
'Cause
Harley Quinn is your winner of this or that.
I really
This
thought you were
or
going to
that.
drop Bonnie
This.
McMurray after that.
You know what? I didn't even think about her until you said it, and I was like,
Bonnie
I
McMurray.
should have put her on there.
She still lost to Katie, so it doesn't matter.
She may show up next week. We'll see.
Well, that has been this or that, and hey, these people,
Hey,
they could have been anywhere in the world, but they're here with us. We appreciate that. Make sure you're checking us out on YouTube, definitelynotsellingdrugs.com, if you want to see our smiling and scowling faces and some of my bobbleheads. You can also see
I can see
Dave in
balls.
his Robin cosplay this week. It's worth a look. But for this episode, this edition of my show, good night, universe.
good
Until we meet again!
X.
make sure to go and check out definitelynotsellingdrugs.com.